Hi, my name is Shonda Ashby, and this is my differentiated workstation. It is geared towards the 4th grade multiplication. I have used a book called Amanda Bean's Amazing Dream for my project. It is actually a nice little book. It has mathematical problems that children can do in it. It also has a child with ethnic background, a little girl, and of course math is not supposed to be stereotyped as being a girl's subject, but here she is, and it's great motivation for girls to be able to use this and be motivated for it. I've included in my lesson clear overlays, colored overlays for my dyslexic children. I have included in my directions that any special education or ESL students are able to use they can use a partner or use teacher instruction. I can help them if they need to. What I did was I set up a board. It's actually a tic-tac-toe board. Children can pick 3, but my advanced children are going to pick 3 or more. They're going to pick like 3 across. My on-grade level children or my ESL special education children will actually do 2, so they can use the free board when they do theirs. It's based on the Bloom's taxonomy, so all of it's about evaluating our knowledge analysis. What I did was I actually set up my more difficult areas on the ends where my GT children would actually have to do those instead. On each one there's actually an activity that they can choose. It's their choice. Children are able to choose what they want, what they think they need help with, and what they can do is they can go across or diagonal, whatever they want to do, but referring to what I instruct them to do. For my I actually have a Bloom's box. This is a pizza box that was set up to put my activities in. All my activities are in folders. They all have directions included inside them. I'm going to go over a few real fast because I'm having a hard time uploading my video, so I'm going to go over a few. This one here is called Roll the Die. Children will actually roll a die like 10 to 20 times depending on what I tell them to do. They will put their numbers down on a piece of paper, and then they will multiply it out and see what they get. Then they can double check themselves by using the colored overlays. This is great for my visual learners and great for kinesthetic learners as well because of the dice. Let's keep on going. A few of my other ones, I've got a multiplication puzzle. This one here is really good. This is great for my visual learners as well as kinesthetic. Special education children can do this with a partner. What they'll actually do is it's put together. It's actually cut them apart. They'll have to answer each of the squares, and when they do, it will form a circle. It's like a puzzle, so it'll come back together again. And that's a good one right there. Then I've got the different ones. I've got like application. This one does a lot. It goes over the book again. It talks about interviewing their family members on how they can use it multiplication in their everyday lives. I've got a few folders that are similar to that. I've got one about analysis. It does the same thing. It talks about analyzing how a story might have been different if Amanda had chosen to continue counting instead of learning to multiply. I've got one called Making Arrays. This is one of my better ones. This is actually one that's got the directions involved. Children can use the color tile. This is great for kinesthetic learners and for visual learners. Also ESL, they'll take the colored tiles and they'll make a little array with that. But that's what they do here, and they'll actually identify and list all the factors of each of the arrays. Now let's see. Application. Here's one of the other ones, patterns. Patterns on the 144 chart. Children actually take the colored pencils and they will color in different multiples of numbers. Like I've asked them to do numbers of 6 through here, so they'll go through and they'll color each of the multiples of 6. Then they'll describe the pattern that was made whenever after they finish the whole thing. And again, here's one called evaluation. This talks about evaluating Amanda's decision to multiply. Are there times when adding would be better to use than multiplying? Discuss your reasoning. This has been a good little lesson for all of it. Some children are weaker in math, so this gives them different options, different ways of learning the material. It's all the same, but they're able to learn the material anyway. I think I've covered everything. Thank you.